Everyone fresh from opening their presents. Who will gift wrap an opportunity to pick up the 3 points today. A new era at St Mary's as the Ivan Juric reign starts today. Bit of space now for Wan-Bissaka. He's got Fulkrug to his left. The likes of Soler also coming forward. It's towards Soler, who somehow doesn't score off the bar, but it still could go in here, and it's a fantastic block, and somehow it stays 0-0.
Well, that's unbelievable. I mean, that was easier to miss for Soler than score. Great run down the right-hand side by wan-bissaka. He showed real pace, but the thing is, he's not confronted by Jan Benderak. He goes deep into almost to the 6-yard line before he confronts him. And that's a simple chance for Soler. Tries to hit it too hard and actually smash it into the back of the net. And it's a real let-off for Southampton. Cannons off the crossbar.
Well, what an escape for the home side, who then in turn finds Sugawara. Marchu ahead of him, not too many options other than that, so just has to steady things and slow things down. There is Sugawara with the cross towards the far post, well kept in and then headed just wide. Well, Southampton coming oh so close to the opening goal.
Yuki Sugawara, look, you see his intentions. All the Southampton players making their way to the far post, and that seems overhill. Every single player stops except Walter Peters, and Unawachu just reacts. And I think he's a little bit unlucky because he's just slightly behind him and he can't get it on target, but big chance for Southampton.
Well, he's living every moment already, 10 minutes into his new role.
I'm just thinking they should take advantage of the centre-half being off the pitch and get it in the box and see what happens before he can get back on.
Armstrong on the overlap, and that's a good ball. Fernandez with the shot, with the head, and it somehow stays out. It was straight at Fabianski, but what a chance that is.
Well, it's a fantastic chance. I'm not saying they should get in the box earlier, but they chose the right moment. Lovely run, just an inside run from Armstrong. It's a lovely cutback, and this should be in the back of the net. You know, he's got all the time in the world to pick his corner, Fernandez, and he heads it straight at the keeper.
Good Chukwu, nicely done to find the former Spurs man, Kyle Walker-Peters. What can he produce this time? Onto his right foot, gets the shot away, and Fabianski nearly spilled it to Onwachu, just about able to gather it at the second attempt ahead of the Nigerian striker.
Yeah, and good play again from Southampton. It all starts with going in the feet on Onwachu.
It's a nice bit of play from Rodriguez. Finds Bowen, and West Ham now have plenty in this attack. Bowen might go for goal alone. Bowen never really caught the shot as he would have liked. I think Ramsdale might have had it covered anyway. But it was certainly an opportunity where you can understand the former Hull City man having an attempt at goal.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they just encourage him to come forward. And again, Bednarak, I always use the 18-yard line as a guide.
Oh, with Bella switching play beautifully to Kyle Walker-Peters, who has some sublime control. What can he produce? Can he find a teammate? Uwachu! Somehow it's kept out by Fabianski. Stunning save from the West Ham keeper.
Big switch of play, and then he's one-on-one with Wan-Bissaka. He gives him the space, he just clips it far post. And there's not a lot of pace on it, and Onuachu, who's making strides backwards, generates plenty of power, and I thought that was in.
Plenty forward from the back, including the likes of Harwood Bellis.
They've got plenty of size in there, haven't they? Bednarak and Onuachu, and Ugochukwu.
It's towards Fabianski, who gets a fist and gets the ball away, but well, is he okay here, the keeper? A little worrying when the goalkeeper reacts like that. Might have been a collision of heads.
I just wonder if it was his own player, Fulkrug, who kind of fell on him. I mean, it's a really good punch from Lucas Fabianski, really brave.
I think the Polish international is okay. He was having a fabulous game, but that matters not when you see the situation of a player on a stretcher and puts football into perspective. So we'll certainly keep our thoughts with Fabianski and his family, who are no doubt watching and no doubt very concerned. But the fact that the game will continue suggests that he is okay and he's in the best hands.
Yeah, certainly in the best hands. They dealt with that really well.
Downs under pressure from Rodriguez and gets a little lucky that the ricochet fell to a Southampton player. Here is Fernandez though. Sugawara to the right finds the Japanese international. What can he produce? Sugawara goes for goal, but easy block in the end from Emerson, and then the shot over the bar from Downs was always going over.
Yeah, and it all broke down on the quality going forward. Fernandez in a great position, but the first ball into Sugawara is behind him, so he's got to check his run. And then, you know, he gets the ball stuck under his feet, is never in a position to get his shot off. At the moment, when he gets the ball, then they find it difficult to handle it.
Fulkrug with a good leap, and his flick on finds Kudus. A little bit isolated, the Ghanaian international, but Soucek and Fulkrug have made their way into the area. Here is Kudus, still going, Kudus towards the far post. Here's wan-bissaka! Well, what a chance that was, and just didn't quite catch it as he would have liked on the volley.
Yeah, it was a great chance. Fulkrug and Kudus left isolated. Good foot on in the first place. Then he's one-on-one. And you know, there's only going to be one winner against Benderak. And I expected this to hit the target. He's just stretching for it, wan-bissaka. Really good position on the far post. Maybe, and just screws it wide.
There's 10 added minutes for this first half. That's due to the Fabianski injury. There's Sugawara. That's a nice little dummy. Sugawara really unchallenged to get to the byline, and there's the header. This time it's saved by Areola. Walker-Peters with the effort.
Yeah, another cross, another header. This time really difficult from that distance for Walker-Peters to generate the pace and power to really test Areola.
Here is Fernandes. It's a good ball on Awachu, and it's somehow bundled wide. It was good work in the end from Todibo getting back there to concede the corner, but he defended the ball in very well.
It was a magnificent ball, Pete, as well. Early, Fernandes finds himself in all sorts of space on this right-hand side. No hesitation.
Look at Chukwu. Sugawara, what can he produce? Here is the chance again for Onuachu, and again denied by the goalkeeper. This time it's Areola who gets down well, but once more straight at the goalkeeper, either side. Surely it's 1-0.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful chance. And this time he's got to do better. It's a free header, and the problem is he doesn't time it properly. He's almost coming down when he heads it.
Onuachu, this time is tackled from behind by Todibo. The ball then deflects nicely to Walker-Peters. A snapping challenge by Rodriguez, but he can't get the ball. Another challenge from the Argentinian, and he could be in trouble here. Is in trouble. It's a straight red. Went in with both feet, and you're just asking for trouble when that happens.
But look, he's gone in double-footed on the first challenge. I don't think that's a sending off. I think it looks worse the first time. I think he's gone in and he's caught him on the toe. No, I think he's just pulled out right at the last moment. Just see there, he just stops and kind of pulls out, doesn't go through with the challenge, and his feet are on the ground. You know, and I think that's the key. I think he'll rescind it. Yeah, absolutely, and that is the right decision.
So West Ham will keep 11 players on the field. It's going to go from a red to a yellow. And again, it still was a two-footed challenge. There still was studs showing, but Guido Rodriguez will stay on the pitch for now. And it will be a yellow card for the Argentinian. Yeah. We're going to have to reset. Nice control from Todibo. And here's Alvarez, seeing more and more the ball is the Mexican. Clipping towards the far post. There's Soucek once again. Ramsdale thought about coming. It's flicked on and then put into the back of the net. And West Ham lead. Fulkrug and Bowen both celebrate. I think it was Bowen who got the final touch. And perhaps against the run of play, the Hammers are in front.
Yeah, and it all comes from that cheaply given away corner. This is from the corner. He's not under a lot of pressure. Wins the first header. They can't clear their lines. And it falls to Alves outside the box. This Todibo does really well to get it down for him. And here he is on the corner, and you just see Soucek just pull away to the far post. Looks onside to me as that goes in, and then Ramsdale decides not to come, and that was the real mistake. And it's Bowen who gets on the end of a cheeky little Fulkrug flick. It's a clever little flick from Fulkrug. I don't know if he means it. See here, he's under pressure, just flicks it on, and it's a tap in from 2 yards for Jared Bowen.
Well, I paused because we followed Fulkrug, but it was Fulkrug with the assist. Bowen, who with a typical poacher's goal, even though he's been playing on the wing today, got there before Ramsdale. And West Ham, perhaps against the run of play, they lead. It's a 5th Premier League goal of the season for Jared Bowen. Onuachu, sharp turn from the Nigerian, and then he's bundled over. Well, was it enough for a penalty? No. He's being checked by VAR.
I have to say, Peter, I thought it was a really sharp turn, and from our position up there, it looked like I thought he got first contact on Onuachu before the challenge, but The referee looked to it being obviously a better position than me. I'm sure it's being checked.
Here's Bowen. Check is complete on that VAR decision. Meanwhile, it's Bowen bearing down on goal. It's going to ricochet to Kudus. He's going to try and turn. I thought he was going to get the shot away. Eventually does. Still somehow has the ball, the Ghanaian international.
Bednamak did really well there. Because
it's ball towards the far post, towards wan-bissaka again, who... Well, I think that was another attempt from the former Manchester United man. It's the second time Kudus has found him at the far post.
Yeah.
But
you see that he's trying to get on the end of it. It's always just drifting away from it. I was just saying about this is the incident on Owachu. It's good defending by Mavropanos, uses his body well.
A reminder as well, by the way, that goal for Jared Bowen, his 100th in the league, as it's a great chance here, but Fernandes can't find the target. It was a lovely ball from Walker Peters. A great run from the Portuguese international, Portuguese under-21 international, but they cannot find that breakthrough.
Yeah, and he's unlucky there. Walker Peters, a really clever pass. Just slinked in behind Alvarez, and he just hits it instinctively first time and can't quite get enough purchase on it to get it on target. Just running away from him, just almost scuffs it just wide of that far post.
Over this Christmas period, that there's a lot of chances. Talking about chances, here's Somerville for West Ham and nearly made it too. And what a chance that was. He could have squared it as well, but went for goal himself and didn't find the target.
It's come from a simple little turn around the corner from Bowen, and he's in. I'm not sure the cutback was on, and it's a tight angle as well, and he's gone for Paya. And he was always just drifting away, sliced it away, didn't get any curl on it to bring it onto the target.
Ball straight over the top is to Somerville. Kudus is quite far away from him, so opts just to hold it up and find Bowen. Kudus in the centre, looking towards the Ghanaian international, who hits the side netting. And some of the West Ham fans thought that was in.
He gets the ball there, there's just the three of them up top. And it makes a nice little run on the outside of him, but there's no one else in the box. And this Kudus eventually gets across the near post, and this clever little ball tries to put it through his legs.
Mavropanos forward from the back towards Bowen. Flick on header. No, that's not going to trouble Ramsdale. Ball played in from Cresswell, had plenty of pace on it.
It certainly did. You see what he's trying to do, Bowen. He's just his first man. He's certainly on side. He's just trying to flick it towards the top corner. Difficult header to execute. And doesn't quite get it right.
You've got the likes of Aribo. Instead they go short to Lallana. That's a nice turn. We want him to get into position to get the ball in, and it's a flick on header that's dropped just wide. It just won't go in for Southampton this afternoon, and in particular won't go in for Onuachu.
We've seen this little trick, the little trick between the legs. It creates the space, and it's a lovely flighted ball, and again he gets first contact. And I just think his body position is just not quite right where he can turn it on target.
Yeah, we talk about milestones. That was his 100th career league goal. Well, they've lost the ball here. Dibbling, one-on-one, can he provide a finish? No, he can't. And that perhaps is the best chance Southampton will have of finding an equaliser.
From Wan-Bissaka. I mean, I thought he's played well, but it's a poor decision. And he's just driving at Alvarez, and he really should do better. He's leaning back. I expect him to execute that. He's a top player, and he'll be really disappointed he doesn't keep that under the crossbar.
It's well controlled. Here's Lallana, just to dink the ball in. It's a good header from Tadibo, but ends up finding Bree once more. Whipped in ball. There's the header from Onuachu again. It's just not meant to be for him.
No, it's not going to happen for him. And that again, that's a difficult one. I mean, he's past the penalty spot when this ball comes in from Manning on that right-hand side. Yeah, right on the penalty spot. It's a difficult header to execute. You see Ariola's quite happy to just let that drift past the post.
It's that man, Jared Bowen, who brings extra bounce to Boxing Day for West Ham. His 100th career league goal is enough to secure the 3 points for Julian Lopetegui's team. But it is finished here at St Mary's. Southampton 0, West Ham 1.